Okay, so today we will learn about how to write a successful research proposal to secure funding. So why we need funding for research? Why we need to write a research proposal for funding agencies? There are so many funding in research, like research funding, or seminar or workshop funding, or travel funding, fellowships, training funding, or publication funding. So here you can see different type of funding, and we have to write proposal to get funding from the different government organization, funding agencies. They can be government, or they can be NGOs and private agencies also. So what is the eligibility of funding? If you are an individual, you are a research scholar, or you are a student, or you are a faculty member in university, in colleges, and so you can apply for the funding. Or if you are a permanent faculty with PhD, or you are a researcher doing research, or you are a scientist. If you are a student, PG student, or research student in research department, after that, if you are working in university or colleges, or institution, or a public funded institution, or in India, if you are working in university, like having a status 12B and 2F status, so you can apply for funding. And if your lab is having research facility, so you can apply for funding. Or if you want to apply research project in funding agencies and you are eligible, so just you can wait for the advertisement, different advertisement, funding advertisement, or after that you can uh, you can apply for funding. So what is the procedure of the funding? There are many thrust areas is there, and if I will talk about the India, in India, and different funding agencies there, like we are having DST, Department of Science and Technology, which deals science subjects, and that DBT, Department of Biotechnology, and we are having CSIR, and different type of funding agency we are having in India. And at international level also, so many funding agencies there in different region, in different countries. Just we have to search their website. In there we have to search their thrust areas, because if you are related, your thrust areas is similar to that funding agency, you can check your research projects there, any research scheme related to you, and if you are eligible, so you can apply for the funding and you can write a research proposal. Then first you have to define your research thrust areas, which is your thrust, which are your thrust areas, and it similar to the funding agencies. Second one is detailed research proposal. You should have a detailed research proposal. Third one is profile of the principal investigator. If you are a student or research scholar, so you need a principal investigator. You cannot be a principal investigator in a research proposal. So your supervisor, your mentor can be a principal investigator. And if you are already a faculty member in your university, in your colleges, so you can be principal investigator. It depends on your profile. It depends on your eligibility. Next is reputation of the institution. It depends where you're working. it is a private university, it is a public university, or it can be a government institution. It depends on the this reputation of the institution. So in India, at national level, we are having different type of funding agency, and international level also we have funding agency, and third one is the state level. So three types of funding agency we are having. First is international level, second is national level, third is state level or regional level. If you belongs to India, so you can search your if you know your thirst, what is your thirst area, you can search different funding agency uh, in India. But if you belongs from other countries, so you should go your government websites or your funding your funding agencies, then you can check there your eligibility. So at the international level, uh, we have we are having different international agencies. So here I write some international agencies like Association of Commonwealth Universities (ACU) and British Council, Commonwealth Foundation, Ford Foundation, the Foundation for the Future, Fulbright Commission, Harry Ramson Humanities Research Center Research Fellowship. So here you can see different type of research funding agencies there at international level. Like here you can see that African Academy of Sciences, uh, they also give fund to the students. Welcome Trust, it is belongs to the biotechnology from UK. So you can apply fund also there. So different funding agencies there. There are so many funding agency, but here I write less funding agency. So you can apply. You can check the website of the international agencies, and there you can check schemes. What schemes are going on, and what will come, and then you can check your eligibility. And after that, you have to design a research proposal. Next, at national level. National level can be ministries or NGO or private agencies or institutions or agency. So in every country, ministries is there. Like in every country, Department of Education or Ministry of Education is there, and their Ministry of Science and Technology also there. So you can search your ministry education website, and there you can search the funding agency. So NGO, some private NGO and private companies and agencies also giving the fund, because nowadays private NGOs and some institutions are also working on the research, so they also give fund. Just you have to search like Welcome Trust. It is a private agency, and it is giving fund in the field of biotechnology. From India, so many scientists are getting fund from the Welcome Trust in different university and colleges. So if you are from biotechnology, you can also if you are faculty member or if you are PhD, you can also apply fund in Welcome Trust. Like in India, we are having different funding agency like UGC, University Grant Commission, ICSSR. This is related to social sciences, and ICHR, ICPR, ICMR. It is related to it is related to the medical, ICAR, NABARD, RBI, MHRD, DST, CRI, CRI, NIF, and that IIPA, DBT. So this type of funding agencies is there. So you can apply there, you can check the schemes, and state level, at already I told, at the state level also funding agencies is there. So next is how we can write a successful project proposal. This is our target. So how you can design a project proposal. So here I will tell you the common steps of the proposal. Like, first is the statement of work. You should know which work you are going to do. Second is purpose. Third is identify the work to be done and explain why this work needs to be done. Then in different performers, they will ask, what is your statement of work? Why you want to do this work? What is the purpose of your work? And you have to identify this work has been done or not. Your work should be new, and explain why this work needs to be done, why this work will help the society to grow. So these sub questions you have to give answer regarding your project. Like, great ideas that meets real needs, goal that can be achieved, and the right people and resources to carry out the right project. And you have you should have a strong commitment and participation, including in making decision, excellent management, or plan of future constitution and self support of the activity. So these things will become a successful project or successful proposal. Then collaboration and work plan. So if your lab, your university, your college having all facility related to your work, it is very good. If you are having only 50% facility, so then you have to collaborate with your collaborators, and then you have to plan your work. To start the process, to hold a brainstorming and planning meeting with all your collaborator in your organization. Your collaborator can be in your organization or outside your organization. The proposal team or project team should set dates of the completion of the different tasks described in the guide and take assign appropriate. So if you are having all facility in your university, so it is very good. You can be principal investigator, and your colleague can be co-investigator. But if you are not having all the facility in your university, so you can collaborate at national level, you can collaborate at international level, and you can divide the work. Example, if you are a student of microbiology, so half work you can done in your university, or half work you can done with your collaborative team in another university. It can be in at a national level in your country or in another country also. And both teams can divide their work, and they can write their proposal. They can write, they can answer their answer uh, in the proposal, and according to this you can submit your proposal. Because after when your proposal when your proposal select, in different meetings in different funding agency, so they can call you for interview. They can call you for interview or proposal presentation. So they can ask, you are having only 50% uh, facility in your institution, so how you will do your work. So you can tell them, we are having collaboration in this country or in this institution, and they are having all facilities, and they will work with us. So you should have a letter, a collaboration letter with you, and you can you that letter you can send with your proposal also. So this is next is then next is the overview of proposal. So your proposal include your title page, your project overview. It should be in 1.5 page in 500 words. Then organization profile, in which organization you're you worked or you're working, that profile should mention in the proposal. Then 1.5 page. Then project background and justification, 1 page. Means you have to write the project background, your work background, and you have to justify why you want to do this work, why this you need to do this work. Next is project description or proposal description in 3 pages. How that proposal description includes your introduction, your material methods, and your need, your proposal need at national level, at international level. Next is the framework and strategic objectives, 1 page. Then project activities or methodology, 2 page. So these are the key points in every proposal. It is there in every funding agency. They ask title page, project overview, organization details, and proposal background, and you have to justify your work. Next, description, you have to write introduction and description of the proposal. Next, you have to write your planning framework, how you will complete this proposal. And last, methodology, how you are going to do this proposal or project. You have to write methodology for 2 pages. Next is the concept. So uh, you have to ask yourself your priorities, and where has the your priorities, where you have to work. And the concept should be shorter, means your proposal should be short and concrete, generally 2 to 4 pages. If your proposal is big, 8 and 9 pages, and it is not concrete, so it can be rejected. And after that, once approved your proposal, you can write a final proposal for approval and funding. So in some funding agency just ask 2 to 4 page concrete idea, first step. Second step, after approval, they can ask detailed proposal for final approval and funding. This is the 2 steps. But some funding agencies, they ask only just 2 and 4 pages, and they approved, and after that they will release the funds. So it depends on the funding agency rules and regulations. So first, First of all, you have to check the funding agency's rule and regulation in their in funding agency website. So you have, before writing the proposal, you have to ask yourself your priorities and project funded so far. Where has the donor funded project? You are asking money funds from the funding agency, so you have to justify that we this research is very important. I want to do this research, and this research benefits the society. So you have to ask this type of question from yourself. And for important part of the proposal writing is financial aspect, is their financial plan, so budget. So you have to when you are preparing budget in your proposal, so you should write very concise that this fund you will uh, this fund you will use it for your chemicals and like this. Tomorrow class I will tell you, I will show you one performer, then I will tell you how you can make the financial things in the proposal, because that financial things is very important in the proposal, because they are giving funds to you, and due to that funds, if you are asking so much funds, so they can reject your proposal. So you should write your financial status very concisely. Then conceptual model means you have to think about your conceptual model. What is the relationship between intervention strategies, and what what will be the results and goal of your proposal or project? Means before writing your proposal, you have to think your results also. These results will come if you're from science background, you have to work in lab, and that result will not come. So what you will do, you should have plan B for the that proposal also. So before writing proposal, you have to you have to make up your mind, and you have to think all strategies which you are going to write in the proposal. The information collected from need assessment will be useful in developing your conceptual model. So you have to collect information from the literature, from different project, and from different funding agencies. And then you have to interlink your methods, your theory, and you have to interlink your result also. You should know in the last this result will come, and and you should also know if this result will not come in the last, so what you will do. Because once you will get the fund from the funding agency, so you have to generate result. Otherwise, because if you get funds for 3 years, so in every year they will ask results, what you find, what is your finding, and they will ask results. So you have to show, you have to generate the results. So before writing proposal, you have to think about your result, and if you're and you should have plan B also. So what are common mistakes you should avoid? A common problem when designing a new proposal or project is that staff tend to think of intervention first and then develop the goal and objective to fit those intervention. But first you have to develop the goal and objective, after you have to think about the intervention. Remember that intervention should always be driven by the objective. Develop a conceptual model. Identify the problem first. Then changes that need to occur to reduce the problem, and then the intervention will lead to those changes. So first you have to set your goal. You have to set your objective, what you want to do. Example, if you want to work on a disease, so first you have to select a disease, which disease you want to work, and what is your goal, why you want to work on this disease, they will ask, and what are the aspect in the now this time, that means this is the time for this disease, or so many people are affecting from the disease, and you want to discover new things, it is okay. But if disease uh, old and no related to now circumstances, so it is, your project is not good. So you have to, first you have to develop your goal, after that you have to write your objective and you have to think your objective, then intervention. So you have to write first your goal, then objectives, then you have to develop a conceptual model, then you have to identify your problem, then you can change, you can reduce the problem, and then intervention that will lead to those changes. So these are the common mistake is there. We will think intervention first, and then after goal and objective. No, first goal and objective, then intervention. So this common mistake you should avoid writing a proposal. Project goal. So your project goal should be often lofty long-term change. Tips for writing tips for writing goals. Refer to the major social problem. You can refer one major social problem. Refer to focus, population and location. Use clear terminology. So these are the tips to writing the goal. You can refer a major social problem, or you can focus population and location. Then you have to use clear terminology. So these are the tips to writing a goal. And your goal should be long term change. So this is long term change, means it should impact, it should change the humanity, it should change in the society, your goal. So you have to select your goal very carefully. Next is project objective. So your objectives should be smart. Smart means specific to avoid different interpretation. Means you can avoid these things. Then you can evaluate or monitor your progress. Then you have to appropriate to the problems. Your objective should be appropriate to the problems, goals, and your organization. And your objective should be realistic, achievable, yet challenging and meaningful. Means if you are writing a proposal and it should be realistic, your objectives should be time bound with a specific time for achieving them. Once you have drafted your proposal or your project goal and objectives, it is time to begin considering the activities and indicators. So next is project proposal activities and indicators. When activities are grouped together, they are sometimes called strategies or interventions. When devising activity, consider the skills and expertise of your organization and your collaborators. Indicators show evidence that the project is moving in the right direction to achieve an object. It is best to select several indicators for each objective, since objectives usually have different dimensions. So these are the project, your proposal activities and indicators. So your that activities are grouped together called strategies or interventions. And when devising activities, so you should consider your skills and expertise of your organization, or your collaborators. And indicators will show you that the project is moving in. Yes. Next is methodologies. So use both quantitative and qualitative methodology in collective data for your indicators. This will generally strengthen the evaluation design. So here, two methodologies are there, quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative methodology requires relatively large sample sizes or can be used to generalize finding to the larger focus population and requires statistical expertise. And qualitative methodologies do not require large sample sizes and also cannot be used to generalize finding to the larger focus population, and no statistical expertise are required. Qualitative. I hope now the slides are visible to all of you. So, okay, thank you. So here, two methodologies are there. One is qualitative and second is quantitative. So quantitative methodology requires large data, large population. It focuses on the large population and it requires statistical expertise. But qualitative methodology, uh, it doesn't require large population at no statistical expertise are required in qualitative methodology. Qualitative data provides information about attitudes, perceptions, and and motivations. Okay, so the cover page of your proposal should provide key information and look professional. It should look professional. On the cover page of the proposal, include name and logo of your organization. You should write your proposal in Word document. Okay, and your cover page should look professional, and there should name of your name and logo of your organization name also there, and logo, name of project, second is name of project, name of funding agency, month and year of submission, then contact person at your organization with contact details, then table of content if proposal is larger than 5 pages standard. So this should be your cover page of your proposal. Next is the strength of proposal. Write about who will work on the project, means management, administration, training, evaluation, finance. If volunteers will play an important role. So you should write in your proposal that you will hire a project associate, and project associate will work in your proposal. Next is highlight the project's strength and aspects of your project that are innovative. You should highlight. Next is think about what makes your project stand out from others. You may restate the factors that you think which lead to the project success. Okay. Next is budget plays important role in your proposal or project. So create a detailed budget for yourself for the funding agency. Example, in a funding agency, all for the proposal up to 60 lakhs. So you have to make a budget for 60 lakhs, not for 60 lakhs, 55 lakhs or 55 lakhs to 60 lakhs in between. So you have to make a clear or detailed budget for yourself, for the funding agency, and summary budget in a table format, which includes category and also includes a separate narrative summary or budget notes, that what the components of each fine items are and for what purpose. So you should clearly mention in your budget that why you need this money, why you need this money. Maybe some internet problem is there. My voice is breaking. So next is monitoring and evaluation.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have a question with you.
Yes.
Can
Uh,
can we discuss this with your topic, first topic with you after this session?
Sorry, can you write your question in chat box because your voice also breaking.
Ma'am, I'm saying that can we discuss such topic with you after this session?
Yes, sure, you can.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Next is sustainability. Sustainability refers to the ability of a proposal or project to continue once the initial grant or extreme source of funding has ended. The following reasons justify thinking about sustainability: to ensure that beneficiaries will continue to be served, to reassure donor agencies that their investment will not be lost, to convince the donor that you have planned wisely for the future of your proposal or project, to ensure that the organization investment, direct or indirect, is not lost. So you have to think about the sustainability also when you're writing your project. So next is checklist for proposal. List each objective and then the activities to support each objective. Describe the activities, who will conduct them, how long activity will last, what tools or materials you will use, how you will attract people to your activities. So you should have checklist for the proposal also. So these all things about the proposal, how to write a proposal. And tomorrow I will tell you the about the budget, how we can allot the budget, and how we can write budget in table, and budget for project associate, budget for contingencies, budget for travel, budget for means recurring. So we have to know how we can allot the budget. And tomorrow I will show you some performers also at international funding agencies. I will give you the website link, and I will tell you how we can write proposal, and I will show you the sample proposal also. So if you have any query, you can ask me, or you can write your queries in your chat box.
Excuse me, ma'am. I want to discuss my topic with you related to food science and technology. Can I discuss with you now or not?
Wait a minute. So can you please write your query on your chat box? So tomorrow I will discuss with you.
It's okay, ma'am. I am writing my topic with you in chat box.
Or you can WhatsApp me your separately your queries, your detailed query. So tomorrow I will give answer. Okay. And yes, this presentation I will share with you, and that recording also I will share with you. Okay. And you can
It's
ask,
okay, ma'am.
and you can ask your queries through WhatsApp group also for tomorrow. Means if you are belongs to different country, so you can ask me, you can ask question according to your country. And okay, so I will give answers.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. So tomorrow same meeting ID and time is 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And thank you very much for attending this workshop. And
Okay, ma'am.
feedback form.
Your session is very.
Thank you very much.
Your session was too much interesting, and you give me a lot of information related to a research proposal.
Thank you. So
Too much informative.
I will share feedback form through WhatsApp group. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you very much.